Hi, hello guys, welcome to the stream. So I have just loaded into this park. It does have a name. If I go back to the main menu, I will load it again because I clicked into it just to make sure it was all working fine. Hello Josh. So just going to go into Korea, and I did play this game a long time ago and didn't get very far with it, so I'm just going to start it all over again. So we're going to start with Captain Lockjaw's Buried Treasure. And I'm going to start as a new scenario. I think I bought this when it came out in 2016, I think it was. Pirate Battle. I've asked me hearties, oh god. And welcome to Planet Coaster. See for those timbers and take control of this explosive pirate park. Complete ride construction, drawing the crowds and give your guests a swashbuckling good time. So, what we got here? So we've got a roller coaster called the High Seas, which looks quite interesting. And we've got a few decorative items, a couple of ships, and I don't know, a ship that looks like it's a ship. No, too far. No, it looks like just a tower that's on fire. Okay, and I'm not even sure what this is, to be honest. Some sort of thrill ride, anyway. It looks a bit like a Twister ride, but with an octopus. So, first things first is that I'm going to have a look around to see how much of the park I've got. I think there is markings, and if I remember correctly, I think it's this dark line that you can build up to. So I'm just going to check now before I build anything. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to build anything here. But yeah, that dark line there is the end of the map, essentially. Oh, hang on. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. It's this white line, sorry. I think it's the dark line here. And then the white line here. I can build anything inside this line, essentially. Although, this ground isn't very flat, so it's going to take a lot of groundwork. Which is not great, to be honest, because it cost an absolute fortune. So, I started from scratch. Yeah, well, you would have done if you're buying the game. So, first thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to leave this lake in the middle. Purely because of the fact that I can't really do anything with it. And, well, you know, there's not really much you can do with it. One thing I am going to do is turn the sound up, because it's not very high at all. That's better. Actually hear it properly now. So, yeah, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is just build a set of rides in this area and then worry about the groundwork later on when I build up a bit of money, because otherwise I can't do a lot. The groundwork's going to cost an absolute bomb, so I might as well just put in a few rides, low-lying rides, more to the point, and just get the park started, because there's not really much else you can do right now. I could do with scenery as well, like walls and stuff, to keep it with the pirate theme, but I think for now, I'll just build a few rides, build a bit of money in, and then take it forward from there. Right, let's see. Can't put it there, because of this. I think it'll go... Oh, where shall I put it? Say there's an incomplete path as well. Just going to try and turn the angle snap off so I can make it a bit smoother. That's it. I'm going to put it here. And, well, I'm just going to put the entrance there and the exit onto the path here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the path in a moment here and make it all brick, I think. What should we go? Simple brick path. Is there anything more pirate style? Hard-wearing wooden queue. That would probably be quite good. Try and keep it straight if I can. I'll do some scenery bits and pieces later on when I get a bit of extra money. And now, I just want to focus on rides. Because you don't make any money building scenery, so, really. So I'll make it straight. I've got a steady hand. Right. Okay, so I've completed an objective. Right, before I... just going to change that to insanity. Right, what's the ticket prices on these rides? $5.50. 20 for a coaster. Flipping heck. That's a lot. Let's turn it down to $5.50 for that as well. I think we'll keep it green. Just to... Normally stick it to full load where possible. Right. Go. No, it's not brick, it's like a weird path. I think I'll keep it as a wood effect with it being like pirate style. So it's a wood as well. So this area is quite nice. I like this wooded tree area. There's not really a lot you can do with it being so close to that coaster. So, is there any shops here? I haven't seen any yet. I think there's some around here. Yeah, I'll say there's like a Chief Beef here, which is quite nice. The way the game's done it, it's a nice like wooden shack. Quite like that, but there's no like seating area, which is a bit lame. So I'm going to add a bit of a seating area in. Where's it? Scenery. There we go. And props, I think. Oh no, path extras, sorry. I'm going to add a couple of picnic tables in. If I remember correctly, there's not really much you can do there. What I'll probably do is build a bridge over to there to a ride or something. Just so I don't disturb what's already been built, because it doesn't make sense really to disturb what they've built. $30 for that? Heck. Couple of bins lying around. Right. Ah, that's clever. Okay, I'll move that one when they've finished eating. Well, that looks alright already. Right, the only thing that there isn't here is there isn't a drinks place, which I find a bit weird. So, let's see. Drink shop. Now, because it's in its own shack, you can actually get away with leaving it here, because it doesn't really matter where you put it, because it's in its own little shack, so it's sort of like I don't have to build it into anything. Oh, got a star already. Okay. Well, that didn't take long. Where am I going to put it? Oh. Could put it there, but that would just destroy that table section. I think I'm going to put it here. Because there's not really much else here, and it doesn't really spoil the view of the scenery too much. Cosmic Cow 47. Just turn it up. Yeah, I think let's take that. I don't know whether these prices are too inflated or not. I don't really know. I'm just going to see how we get on, I guess. I think this goes to the park entrance, if I remember correctly. I don't think it goes anywhere else. I'm just going to check now. You've got all this like shipwreck stuff here as well, which is quite good. Pretty sure this goes to the park entrance. Yeah, it does. There it is here, just in a random tunnel. So you've got all this area as well that you can build with, but it's tricky, this area, because you'd have to do like some really major structural changes to the landscape, and it'd probably ruin it. So the only way that you could build round is by building like a path up here, which in time I probably will do. I need to try and focus on a bit of money first. Just going to see how the park's doing in terms of money. Well, it is making a profit, so that's a good start, at least, very least. Now, have we got any staff in this park? I'm a bit concerned. I don't think we have. Oh, we have. Okay. We've got one mechanic, two, obviously, people serving customers, two janitors. No entertainment staff, which is interesting. We'll have a Captain Lockjaw walking round. So you can widen these paths as well and make them look better, but make them wider. But it'll probably spoil, as I say, all this that they've already fitted, which I quite like. So obviously, scenery doesn't really make you any money, but it keeps the park sort of original. Now there is one thing that you can do as well, which you may or may not have noticed. Gosh, is that you can sit on like a coaster basically. And do this. She is quite good. Let's take the interest camera as well. That's quite good, that. Just gonna have a look at the reviews. 3-minute queue time, which is decent. Last month's profit £6 grand, so that's good. Queue scenery rating, which is everything that's around the queue. So anything that you can see here, like rocks, plants, whatever it may be, that's to do with that. And that's its lifetime guest since the park was open. So 401. So that's basically the lifetime of the ride, essentially. Oh wow, that looks fun. I'm placing my coaster now, so thanks. Are you just playing sandbox or are you doing career? So you can do sandbox as well, and you can have like unlimited money, which is good if you just want to blow out a massive park, not worry about funds, and just make a decent park for literally no money essentially. But I prefer to like make money and things like that because it just makes more sense to me. Right, I'm going to see what other rides there is. The teacups, the Venetian carousel, the wild blue. So you haven't got a great deal really to start with. Steel Vengeance, which is this, I think. I'm doing challenge, right? Okay. Yeah, so there's not actually a lot of stuff already in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to research, start some research, and well. I'll do a family ride because I don't really want to go too much higher. I think I'll go to 750 just to try and lock it a bit quicker. Marketing, that will boost your amount of guests coming to your park. Don't really want to do that yet because there's not a great deal here, and well, to be honest, I need to build the park up a bit more before you think about doing marketing. It's not really something you want to do in the early stages. Now, a Venetian carousel isn't really going to attract people, I don't think. It might attract a few customers, but it's not a ride that's, in my opinion, is like super profit-making. I'm going to put the entrance here. And I'll put the exit near the road. Or path, should I say. Really know where to put it. I'm going to just extend the path before I put the exit on. Oh, right, okay. How wide is this path? Oh, it's wider. Too wide, so it must be 6 meters. extend it for now. Oh, I'll move the exit to there. Right. What I might do is I might add some signs over the rides in a moment as well, just to tell people what they are. Because that, I find, does attract decent... on there. Must be too close to the ride. Yeah, it is. So. Right, yep. That's probably about right for that, to be fair. Riding my coaster now, lol, very cool. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to add a couple of signs in. Right, signs, let's see. It's a large road sign. I'm just going to try and see if I can duplicate that sign, because I think you can. Yeah, you can. Ah, right, it's on poles. Right, I need to get the pole first. Right, I'm going to change the colour to, I don't know, I can change it to yellow. Okay. And we will have a sign, and then I can rename it in a moment. Try and place it on the actual thing, which can be a bit difficult sometimes. You've got to sort of align it. I'll align it in a moment, because you can just do it by doing this, if I remember correctly. And the pole, it's fine there, but it's too close to the road there, so, or the path there, so I can move that back as well. Slightly. Ooh, nope. That's what I was after. This one as well. I think that needs to go slightly higher as well, so then I'll rename it in a second. Oh. And then what you can do is you can... Looks a bit... I don't know, I think it is straight. I think it's just me. I might move it, hang on. You can rotate it slightly as well. Yeah, that looks better, so I think it was slightly out. But there's all sorts you could do with this. You can literally place objects and move them literally as you place them. Literally. So that's just floating in air now, so I'm going to have to move it closer again. Rotate it. And place it back in. And take this one as well. Oh. That's better. Right. Okay, so I'll change the sign now. What's the ride called again? Venetian Carousel, that's the one. So let me copy, paste the name. And it's too long, typical. Right, I'll call it Carousel then. There we go. And you can change the colour of the sign as well. I think that's just the outline of it. You can't actually change the colour of the text, which I find a bit odd. I think I'll keep it black. Change the... Might as well keep it as Pirata, since it's a pirate. So, right. That adds a bit of, well, scenery to the queue. Just going to have a look at the queue now. So it's 16% rating, so I can improve that with some bits of scenery and signs and stuff. So, let's see what we got. No objects research. I've got no TVs available. No cameras either, which is security cameras, so I'm going to have to change that. What else could we have? Oh, hang on. Take that out a minute. Yeah, I've still got no items research for there. And I've got security cameras actually. So, let's see, what could I add in that's sort of pirate themed? Let's see if I can... So you can add all sorts of like special effects and stuff as well, which are quite good. We want like pirate stuff, so... Let's try and add stuff in, which... With the queue being where it is, it's a bit tricky really. Having to like add stuff in. Like attract people. Got like planters as well, which are quite good. Anything else like barrel related? Pirate related? Cannon? Cargo? Have like a campsite as well. Problem is the ground's not very level. Might have to try and raise it off the ground slightly. I'll try and... There's okay actually, because it's flat. There. Don't know whether that'll add to the queue up there. It should do. It's got to 26, so... Oh, we don't want that facing somebody in case they get injured, so... It's a case of, yeah, you want to keep that. Well, that should raise it a bit anyway, up to 35. It's not a bad start. I'll have to... Yeah, look at the queue on this. How long's the queue time? 6 minutes. It's not too bad. It's decent. How many people get on the ride at once? It does say somewhere. I'm sure it does. Does it? I'm sure it does somewhere. I don't actually know, to be fair. I know it used to in Roller Coaster Tycoon. When you used to play that, it used to tell you how many you can get on it. We work it out. It looks like it's 8 per carriage, so 16, 24, 52, 40, 48, 56, 63 it should be. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 60, 64, sorry, not 63. So, hopefully profit, 7 grand. So we am getting there, starting to build up a bit of money now, so I can start focusing on adding a couple more rides. So I have to research some, which is what I've been doing, or started doing. Pirate entrance, which is, I think it's just the, yeah, it's the park entrance, so still no cash machines either. First aid, helpful. Toilets, I was going to say, there's got to be toilets, surely. Basic commodity. I haven't got any of them yet, I don't think. I'm going to place it. I want to try and keep that area clear for like a path up to this part. And you can develop it, so... I think I could put it somewhere around this part where it's not really going to make too much of a difference. All the buildings there. It's just about okay there. I will name the building blocks eventually. And I'm not a tight arse, so I'm not going to charge for the toilets. So, right. It's we don't get much on this map that's already discovered, which is a shame. No. Change this path to wood. So I don't really like that little path. And to be quite honest, because it's a... I'm just going to put that there to remind me about that little hill that I want to try and get over. Probably try and flatten some of this soon. That's there for now. Oh yeah. Hopefully do that. Notifications. Many guests are thirsty. I've put a drinks place in now, so just going to check the happiness of the guests just to see if there is anything that's annoying them. Hunger and thirst are toilets are, but I've just put the toilets in, so hopefully that should help matters. Isn't that a chief beef? Sure it is. There it is. Although I love it how it's got chief beef 139. I'll put one in down. What I am going to do is to add another shipwreck food stall. That's going to take a lot of space up. Any food stall in there? Or is it just literally Oh, there is. Hang on, it's on the bridge. That's weird. Oh, that. That's proper strange. I know there's a road, like a path up there, but how are you supposed to get up there? I'll investigate that later because I find that a bit weird. No other drink shops. It's literally a case of you've got what you've got and that is it. Right, I'm going to do a bit more research now. Research. Start research. We want shops and facilities. First aid, approximately 30 days. I'll take that to 150. You know, I'll take it up to 200. Unlock it a bit quicker. And coaster's one of those in this park. You haven't got a lot of space, so I don't know whether another roller coaster would be a good idea. We'll see what it gives us because it might give you something that is do 1,000. Okay, it's half decent but not too big. So security features. Okay. Right. Gotta put a chief beef guy down on the ground as well. And probably a security guard. I don't know. I'll put a couple of them down. Right. One thing I am going to do before I continue with developing the park is security cameras in. Just to catch a few rogue people out. You never know when people might steal things and pickpocket and stuff. It's always handy to have them. You can even add them on top of that. That is weird. You can even put it on the bridge, which is interesting. I think you can actually move it higher and lower as well. I'll do that in a moment. I'm going to have one there. And I'm going to have one on this side as well. I'm just going to move it because I think I can... Yeah, I can. I can move it up and down, so I'm going to put it to the top of the post. Yep. Makes things look a bit better. Whilst it looks sort of out of place, it looks okay, because at least you've got people monitoring and not pickpocketing and stuff. So... don't really want to add this in a spot that's... I don't know where to put it. I think I'll put it here somewhere. I should be able to move it, so I'm going to put it in that corner there, move it across. I'm going to move it down if I can. Perfect. It's got a good enough vision there. Should be able to turn all the way around, cover that area, so that's okay. That, so... Okay. Good evening, Andy. Welcome to the stream. How long have you been in the stream before I noticed that comment? Quite a while, probably. Right. I'm going to add another sign to this ride now. So what is this called? Insanity. So I'm just going to do Control-C on that. Then I will add a sign. Duplicate that. I'll move the post in a moment when I need to. You can move it all around, which is quite nice about this game. You literally do advanced movements. What comment? No. What I meant was how long have you been in the stream before I commented that you were within the stream. Hello Nathan, welcome to the stream as well. Right, I'm going to rename that in a moment. I'm just going to line up the posts, I think. They're mostly okay. This one just needs coming in a bit. Looks a bit off balanced, or is it just me? Oh, looks a bit... Yeah, needs to be further over. And the sign needs to be higher as well, just to make it a bit perfect. That's a bit too far out, so I'm going to bring that in a bit. Just now? Right. What's the difference between this and Theme Park World? There's quite a lot of differences, to be fair. So I'm going to change this to green. And I can't change the colour of the text, which is annoying. But basically, you don't have a annoying little gas thing in the bottom corner of your screen. Makes me think of Ghastly from Pokemon. So... that's what it makes me think of. Change these to green. Or should I say Roller Coaster Tycoon? Sorry. Well... there's not really that much difference. The only thing about this is it's obviously a more modern game, where Roller Coaster Tycoon just, whilst it still exists, it exists for like mobile these days. It doesn't exist for like PC gaming anymore. The last Roller Coaster Tycoon they made was 15 years ago, properly, for PC. Since then, I don't think they've actually made another one that I'm aware of. And, well, yeah, this is sort of replaced it, essentially, as a theme park management game, essentially. There's not really anything else that even comes close to this. I'm going to change the queue layout, I think, to a different type of path. I don't know what to go for. That's quite nice. Whilst it doesn't fit with the pirate theme, it looks a lot different to the actual... It's a bit weird with the arrows, but it looks quite good. I think I'll keep that as lumber, wood. But I think I'll have a different path for the paths, the queues, just because it looks better to me. Got a black path as well. Brick. You know what? I think I'll go for brick, actually, rather than that. Brick's a bit more hard wearing and probably not as... a bit more my sort of thing. Oh yeah, I've already said that, haven't I? I thought you commented again. Yeah, so there's not really that much difference, really, between Roller Coaster Tycoon and Planet Coaster. Because you could still ride the rides on Roller Coaster Tycoon, as you can with this. The only thing that I find it's better about this game is the actual, well, the graphics for a start, because it's a lot of newer game. But other than that, there's not really much different. Yeah, it's one of those, really. Everything else is pretty much the same. You still got to research rides, research, like, shops and stuff like that, like eateries and when you guess the thirsty. Yeah, I do know about that. Need to get that sorted. One thing I do like about this game, though, is these scenery elements. You don't get this in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Say, look, there's a couple of guys here on a boat shooting at probably something over here. I think he's shooting at that pirate. You get all this sort of stuff as well, which is already added in the game. Now they're shooting them up there. And you've got a boat that's sinking there. You've got a guy here shooting down here. So you get this sort of stuff as well. This is the only thing that's really different. Is you get a lot more like scenery related stuff to make it a bit more, I don't know, just to make the game better. And all the theme parks in Planet Coaster generally have some sort of theme. So, basically, many guests are trapped in the park. What the hell? That's a weird message. I'll have a look at that in a moment. A whirly rig. Well, that's good, because that's in keeping with the barrel theme, the pirate theme. So I'll definitely be having one of those. And a first aid facility, which is, yeah, what I researched as well. But that is confusing. Many guests are trapped in the park. How are they trapped? Because there's literally a path here that runs down here, through here, little hidey hole there for shop. There's an ATM there as well. And then there's an exit here. It's like they don't know where the exit and entrance is. The only problem with that is how on earth can I solve that problem? Because that is like either a game issue, which I must admit I've not come across that before. That's a full bin. Where's the janitor when you need one? Yeah. Yeah, empty the bin, mate. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, that. The only thing I can think of about that is by adding like an information point, but it's not researched yet, so I can't add it in. So, why is it not? Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, hang on, has it? No, it hasn't been researched, okay. There's also a vending machine I can add in as well, so I can have vending machines. That's a recent feature. In fact, I don't think they existed when I first played the game. A long time ago. Which was a long time ago, because I actually didn't play it properly. Solar Studios, wow. Ah, welcome to the stream. Right, what am I going to do with this vending machine? Where am I going to put it? I think I might add it somewhere around here. Somewhere where there's not really much space. You can even add it just off the path, but I find it's a bit weird why you'd place it there. Surely it'd just go on the edge of the path. I think I'm going to place it there because there's not really much else I could do with that. You've got the cosmic cows which you've already built around the corner. First aid. It's not generally something I probably need in this park, but nevertheless, it's probably worth having it. And I'm going to put this. Really, the only ride that's probably going to warrant it is the coaster. Where's the exit? Same spot as the entrance, pretty much. So what I could do is I could add it somewhere like here, and then build like a, I don't know, make a, like a scenery out of it around the outside. That's really the only sort of true place I could put it right now. First Aid 5. Bit of a weird name. I'm not going to charge for first aid because I'm not that kind of guy. So, got some scenery to the outside of it. Something with a bit of pirate effect. I feel like I literally add. See if there's like a first aid sign. There's like a... It's a bit weird. I'm sure there used to be like a first aid sign. That is a bit strange. Come under the Planet Coaster scenery theme. It looks like that, but with a pharmacy sign. I find it a bit strange why it's not already in the game. Or, well... Yeah. I don't know, I'll just have to add something above it. I guess I'm just going to have to add a sign. Some sort. In there. regarding lost stuck in the park, don't you need an exit sign or something for guests to know where to go? Well, you don't generally need that. I've not come across that before, so I find that as a bit of a strange one. The only thing I can think of is that because there isn't an information point, they can't buy a map. So that could be why people are getting lost. But obviously I haven't researched the information one yet, so the only thing I could do for this is to add a sign. Because you can add signs and put them on a pole, which I probably will do at some point, because I normally do that anyway. I find it a bit weird why that isn't there. I'm just going to have one large road sign with first aid on it. It looks a bit strange. I don't really want to do that. Interesting. Looks like that's going to have to be the way for now, because it's not in here. And just type first aid again. Just make sure I haven't missed it. No, no objects researched. Well, that is weird. No. Queue of people here, Jesus. Might have to widen the path in this part. But what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to add a quick sign there saying first aid for now. And then what I'll do is I'll develop the building as and when everything else in the park's sorted out. So I think a sign is a bit less of a importance right now. Nope. Ah, there we go. No. No. God, all horrible. Horrible writing. Oregano's probably the closest to a decent piece of text. Well, people are going into the first aid centre, so clearly that was needed. Yeah, many guests are thirsty, I know. Maybe I will add another vending machine in a different area. I'd have paths to go up there and to build extra rides, so I'm leaving that clear. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do now is I am going to start solving this problem to do with what Andy was saying. So that will require some research, if I can do it. ETM, that's the next one on the thing, so I'll do that, get that in, and I'll do another family ride just to get them going. More rides, yes, I will be adding more rides in a moment. But I'm going to do what you suggested, which is to add some signs. Now, I think the only way to do this, I don't think there's anything pirate related. I don't think. We're going to have a look before I do. Wooden pole would be ideal for that. Scenery theme. Pirate. Half extras. Those. Oh. Final advertising is those. Yeah, there's not really anything suitable for a sign. So what I will do is Treasure chest, that's good. What I'll do is I'll just use a standard like road sign. It's not the end of the world because it sort of keeps within a reasonable sort of theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in an area that I think would be most beneficial for people to see. And my thought is probably there. What I'm going to do, instead of having it black and white like a standard Alicia beacon would be, I'm going to change it to like a brownie colour. Keep it more in keeping with the rest of the park. Oh. That sort of makes it look a bit better. And then what you've got is you've got like signs with arrows. So what I can do is I could do one for an exit. So I'm going to do is the very top sign. I'm just going to move it round and... well, you can do that with it. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to colour it brown as well like the rest of it. And then have white text. So exit. Text colour, which will be white. Yeah, white. Now that looks okay. Just going to see what text it is. It's a bit of one of those. You keep it as Parata, which keeps within the theme of the park, even though it's like really difficult to read. I guess I will, because it keeps within the park sort of situation then. And then that's how you build like a quick sign. And then what I'll do now is I'll add a couple more. Oops, that's the wrong button then. Or like a couple of the rides. So what I'll do is I'll do one for like the carousel. Should go somewhere like there. Again, change it to brown. Ah. That was me being daft, hang on. Didn't know you could colour that. That's actually quite handy, I'll do that on that one now. That actually looks better, I think. That brown. And then I've got carousel. Carousel. Text. What I might do is I might leave that black and then change the actual text to white. That looks better in my opinion. Yeah, that's better. And then I'll add another sign, which I'll duplicate that one to make things a little easier. Put it underneath, roughly speaking. I'll move it around slightly, and then... doing? Oh, hang on, this duplicated it twice. That was weird. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Yes, like that. How many times has it duplicated the same sign? Ah, there we go. Right. And then I'm just going to rotate it slightly because it's sort of a bit on a strange angle. That's better. And then, I'm gonna, what was that? Insanity, wasn't it? Yep. That looks a bit better, in my opinion. At least then it gives the guest a sign to look at. Whether they actually use it and they're that clever, I honestly do not know, but, oops, it just keeps in sort of like, effect of the... you know, the game, I guess. I suppose it makes it a bit more realistic as if you would have that in a real theme park. Anyway, I've got another couple of rides to build, so I've got a whirly rig, whatever that is, which is sort of like... sort of in keeping with the the pirate theme, with the barrels, but it's a bit of a... Yeah, looks like somebody's dropped some rubbish there. Let's sort that out. Now, where do you put this ride? Do I put it here? Or do I put it somewhere else? So I'm going to build this section of the park eventually, but for now, I want to just fill up this area. So we're just going to stick it there. Place an entrance, which will be somewhere around there, so you can have a bit of a queue, and then I'll have an exit. Somewhere, probably there. Okay, so I'll click the entrance to the path. Brick. Direction signs would be a good idea in a theme park, especially the big one, then you know where you're going. Well, yeah, there is that. You know, I agree with you on that one. Right. Right, I'm going to extend the path. Right. Just going to bring it out a bit. Okay. Oop. Okay. That's that done. So, add another little ride in, which I'll add a sign in later on down the line, because I've got a few other pressing issues to sort first. Scenery doesn't really, whilst it sort of does help in a way to attract people to the rides, it's not urgent straight away. So, there's like far more pressing issues like shops and stuff, you know. People are like, want drinks and stuff. Right, I'm just going to check the hunger and thirst, so they're starting to get a bit of a problem. Toilets, a bit of a problem as well. First aid isn't an issue, and happiness is generally good, so it's generally little things that you need to work on. But there's actually quite a few different... Ah, you have a vending machine, Chief Beef, or a hot dog from a vending machine. Okay. Well, I think I'll have a hot dog vending machine. And then this little area, I think I'll just turn into a bit of a bench area. Trying to see if I can... Yep. Yes, I definitely need to get some rubbish bins and stuff in. First of all, I'm going to build a bit of a path area. It's probably a bit too wide. Right down a bit. What is it? Weird. Just going to try and see if I can create... What I might do is I might actually create, instead of a wooden path there, I might create one of those weird ones that's just natural. I think, to be honest, that will be better. In this sort of scenario. Yeah, it's a bit... Not really much you can do with it, apart from... I don't think you can add a bench just on the path, on the grass, even. Right, no. No, you can't, but you can add it on a path. So it's a case of, but you can have one of them on the grass, which is weird. So the only thing you can do is really make like a cutout and try and link it together, but it looks a bit... won't let you sort of like link it up, as far as I'm aware. It just messes up all the path. Just looks a bit... well, that's not actually that bad. That actually works. I'm just going to move that tree. That's going to be in the way. Move it to a different point. Ground. That works. Right. Let's add a few benches in. We... what this will do is basically it'll give you citizens, as I like to call them, a bit of a spot where they can actually sit down and eat, you know. The good thing about it is, even if you're not happy with where you placed it, you can move it and put things... one good thing about this game, you can actually move stuff around. You couldn't do that in Roller Coaster. So there is one good thing about that, actually. You can move stuff around and make things a bit more sort of usable for your guests. Oh, didn't need to put that there. Gonna move that tree slightly. Make sure they're social distancing, lol. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that comment to come out. Right, I'm just going to see if these flagpoles look okay on these as well. Yes, they're all reasonably distanced there. Right, I'll add a couple of extra bins in. I think that should be enough. I don't think you need any more. There. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add a couple of benches on this side as well. Why don't you let me add one on this side? Oh, won't let me add... oh, hang on. Will, but it won't... that's weird. I'll put on a table here. There we go. Perfect. That makes it like a little bit of usable space that your people can use. Because there's not really much else you can do with that. And, well, literally all you could do is literally add a bit of a seating area in. Oh, what a guest already. It's mad. So... right, that's a... hopefully that'll sort a little problem out. Just going to check over this end, because I did add a bit of stuff over here, but I didn't sort of finish it off. So, what my thought was, is extending the path here and doing the same here as well. So, I'm just going to get the path down. Not sure which path this is. It's like a... what's that? And then what I will do is I'll move that back. Probably around there. Maybe a bit further. Put it there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them back and then add a few more of those in. But I'm going to straighten it up to make it actually like against the path or in the path. Just so it looks a bit better. So I'm just going to move that as well. Just look at that, it just goes everywhere, so it's not linked properly at all. Takes a little while to sort these little things out. To be honest, it might even be quicker just to take that little section out. And it's not straight, it looks proper strange. That bit looks alright there. But this bit just looks a bit off. Doesn't look quite right. So I'm going to move that over here out of the way for now. And then I'm just going to replace these. The only thing that could cause a problem is that rock, to be fair. So I do need to sort a little eatery area out here as well. Put a couple of tables in before, but I didn't really finish it off. Slightly out. It's not even level. Still not level. It needs coming forward slightly as well. Too much. Gotta get spot on. That looks to be just about okay now. Okay, so what I'll do now, I think, is because of that rock, there's not really much else I can do with that bit. So I think I'm just going to put a fence up to here, back here. That bin needs emptying there as well. Sort that out in a moment. I think I'll start putting a route together for the janitors so they make sure they cover all the bins. Right, so I need to rotate it slightly. I think what doesn't help here is the path's not quite straight. So I don't think I can do anything. Oh, I can put it in there, okay. Yeah, that didn't probably work either. With it being the way it is, the path's not quite straight at all, so it's going to be difficult to sort of line it completely up, I guess. And then there's going to be one here that's too big. I don't think there's a smaller version either, so I don't know how I'm going to sort that. Just check if to see if there is a railing. What? Ladder. Whether that would be classed as building. It might be under building that rather than. Yeah, there isn't. Just add a corner piece in. We'll finish it off with a piece like that, I guess. Wouldn't look so bad. Bin's full there as well. sort that out in a moment. Looks a bit hard to attack with that now, though. So what I'll do is, yeah, there's all the pieces there at perfect length, so bit of a awkward one. Duplicate it and see if I can finish it off a little bit better. It's just going to look a bit odd compared to the other side, but there's probably not a lot I can do with it. So, right, let me move these benches and stuff. Rubbish on the table. Right. Oh yeah, that was that other piece, which I don't need. Oh. Right. Let's go into sort these. Okay, and then I think what I'll do then is just line the rest with benches. Benches from over here. Tell you what, the citizens that come to the park are not very good at using the bins, but then again, probably doesn't help by the fact that the bins are always full. So, what I'm going to do is just line the area with bins, because in this sort of area you'd expect there to be a lot of rubbish on the ground. Right, so I'm just going to find a janitor. Got. And only 3, so what I'll do then is I'll buy another, put him on the ground, and I will see if I can give him a work roster. So essentially, how does this work? I think you just... Not so sure. I'm not quite sure how that works. I don't know whether that will actually clear all the bins as well. He's missed a bin there. I don't believe that. In your bins. Right, I'm going to train the rest of the staff now whilst I'm here. On there. That's it. Hopefully that will assist the staff with their jobs. He's new, so. So, looking at this, it's well, it's looking a bit better now. Multiple shops are very busy. Too many guests trying to use all the things I've got about. Right, okay. Well, I'll have to build some more. Rubbish here as well, so I'll have to get more bins about over there. Right, my thinking is going to be that I'm going to place another vending machine somewhere, but which one should I put it? I think I'll put it up this end because I've got nothing up this end really. Okay. Go and find me janitors. I'm going to get them to come and clear this up. He's idling, so I can come and pick him up. Let's see, I'm hoping this area is okay now. It looks to be. So. Right, I'll get a new ride in a moment. Going to add a bit more. This game reminds me of a roller coaster version of Jurassic World. Yeah. Barrel bench. The one I'm after. Hey. AWE is a game, not a movie, just so you know. Yeah, I have heard of the game. Right. Let's add another couple of rides in. How long have I got to go until that coaster's ready? Can't be long, surely. Oh, they're all been done. Right, okay. I've just not revealed them yet. Magic Twirl, okay. ATM. And Looney Turns. Okay. Let's have a look at Looney Turns. How big is it? It's actually not that big. Might actually be worth buying. There's something in the way. What? I honestly don't know. Let me put it there. Literally only must be because of the ground being sloped. Yeah, it's a bit. Tell you what, I can build around it, so it's not too much of an issue. Right, entrance we'll have here. Exit we'll have here. So. Why is the path not on stilts? That is proper weird. Path's not on stilts. It's just floating in the air. It's a bit weird. I don't get that at all. What I am going to do before I finish building it is build a path up to it. Right, let's finish the queue. Okay, so paths. You might like JWE if you like this kind of game. Yeah, I probably would like that kind of game, to be fair, because it's all about building a dinosaur park, isn't it, essentially? So, similarities are quite good. Right. Not quite sure how you load a path. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that's how. Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to just change that in a moment over the other end and then lower it. Which, tell you what, I'll lower it at the other end just to make it a little bit easier because it looks a bit weird just floating in the air without it being on stilts. It's a bit strange. No. Why is it not letting me lower it? Okay, I don't know. Has there been any crashes yet? Not yet, Mark. Welcome to the stream, though. I find that a bit strange why it's not letting you lower it. Okay, I guess that'll have to do. Only in this game, if an attraction breaks, the coasters don't eat the tourists. No, that's true. Wrong game, Mark. Well, in a way you say that, but in a way it's not actually wrong because you can actually build coasters, open them, and crash. You know, you can have crashes. Not out of the unexpected, so to speak. You know, it can happen. Right, I'm just going to narrow the path slightly. Don't need it to be so wide after this point, so... One thing I will need to do is try and raise it up. It might not let me. Obstructed. Probably by that. Yeah. This. Right, okay. I don't get why it won't let you go down steps straight. It's a bit strange. Must be to the... But it'll let you do that. Okay. Then it won't let you do that. Must be to the way to do with the ground. Because it's a bit... It's not very high up. Guess the only way I could do it is that. So... I think I'm going to get this for my PS4. Yeah, there is a console version out now, I believe. Right, so I'm going to turn the music off. Right. Sectioned. Fine. The trains can you have up to 3. You can have a standard, which gives you 2. Or laughing, which only gives you 3 as well. I think I'll run it on a block section, because that's easier. This sort of ride. Yeah, that's fine. Test. I bought brick rigs. What's that? Not heard of brick rigs before. Toilet block 133 is not accessible from the park entrance. I'll have a look at that in a moment. That's that there. Okay. That's probably saying that I need a toilets closer. Or... Okay. I'll sort that out in a moment. Literally, the title says it all. Lego Cars Destruction. Ah, right, okay. That makes sense. Lots of pain. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, to be fair. Right. In this area, there's not really a lot I can do because of the way all the scenery's done. So it's going to have to be a case that I'm just going to have to put it somewhere where they've got a slot available. There's about one of the only places, really. Although there is a back entrance as well. Well, you just add a path to that. Do it from there a moment, just see if I can... Ah, right, I've got my 3rd star. So that's the hard objectives completed. So basically I've completed the objectives to this particular scenario. So... Okay, well that helps matters as well. Extra toilet blocking. I'm going to invite you to my JWE stream. No worries, I might get a chance to have a look at it in a bit. Get another janitor on the ground. Like somebody's been sick looking at that. Whether it actually is, or whether it's just... well. A couple of bins in. Guests think multiple rides are great value. Well, that's good news. Right, what am I going to do next? I think it'll be... see what else there is to research. According to this, there's no new items available. Well, that's weird. I find that a bit strange, considering that I've only got 5 things. I've sorted Aladdin's Omzi 2 out. He's made up with it, lol. What was wrong with it, Mark? There's no track rides in this map. There's literally 2 coasters. That is it. Oh no, there's actually another one there. You can build a Copperhead Strike, which is another coaster. Blueprints. There's not a lot of rides at all in this park. It's a bit sparse, really. Yeah, I find that a bit weird. Nevertheless, if that's all there is, I can literally only build what I can build in the park. So, how much land have you got? Well, basically, this is the line here. So that's where the park line starts and ends, essentially. So this is inside the park, that's outside the park. And then you've got all this here. Goes through the water, up here. All this area, literally. All this. And yeah, up to there. To here. And pretty much to there. And that's the lot. I signed up to Fella Films in my name and it worked straight away. Right, okay, fair enough. My stream title is Return to Nubbler. I was going to say Nubbler then, but I don't know, Nubbler, probably the same thing. You have to level up before new rides become available to research. Well, according to the park management screen, I've just clicked on the research and it just says that there's no new items available. So I don't know whether that's it now, or whether things will unlock over time for this particular map. It might just be the way this map is. Might not allow you to add any more. You have to buy add-ons for more rides. No, there is a lot more rides added on as part of the base game. But there is a lot more that you can add in as well with DLC packs, which I think I might only have 1 or 2 for this. I haven't bought them all. I know they're on sale at the moment, but I'll just go through what I've got for now, and then they'll be on sale again in a few weeks, I imagine. So. Pirate ATM. Interesting. I'll add one of them in because I haven't got one. Well, to be honest, because there's not a lot of rides, I might as well just fill up the gaps and just focus the rides in this area. Because there's not really a lot of room. So. Gonna put it here, I think. I won't charge for the ATM. That would just be a bit rude. So. Shipwreck for the food stall as well. Graphics don't look too bad either for this type of game. No, they're quite good to be fair. Right, where am I going to put the shipwreck? I think I'll put it over here somewhere. Could actually put it on the sea, but that would mean building things up towards it. No. Like a bridge. Wouldn't be any good. Right, I'm going to work out how on earth. I think you've just got to build a ramp up to it because there's nothing else there. The ladder's there, but we can't use that. So this is going to be literally a case of that I've got to build steps to get to it. Thought that was a bit weird, why it'd be off the ground, but that looks to be the case. So right, just going to add a couple of things to this building. I'm going to add that onto the side. I'm going to add one onto the front. Which I'll move into the actual building in a moment. I don't think the shop awning looks very good, to be fair. There is a neon sign as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna... I don't know, it might look alright, to be fair. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Just going to put it on a post, I think, on the ground. Right. Where's it gone? Wonder whether to put it on one of them. Yeah, I think one of these will be best. Put that there. Has it duplicated it again? It has. Oh, I don't know whether that's a glitch or whether I've just accidentally pressed on the wrong button. Where do I get Planet Coaster? You can buy it on Steam, Ethan. It's on sale at the moment. Well, I say it's on sale at the moment. I think it was due to end today. Looks a bit weird, that, because it's on both sides of the sign. So I don't know whether that's going to work very well. I'm going to change my mind on that one. I think I'll just have a sign, but put it on here. Yeah, I think the sale might have actually finished now, because I know it normally goes until around 10 o'clock Pacific time in the States, so I'm not sure if what time it is there now. Probably past that time there now, so. Right, let's this one in. Okay. And then we need one for the chief beef on the other side. This is going to be a pain. Oh no. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be to put in.
Tasty.
Right. That in. Just going to put a couple of signs out because makes things a little bit easier. Okay. That adds a couple of more food outlets in. There's not really a great deal I can do there apart from add a couple of benches in. Let me go and duplicate another one. Make it easier. Bins are full here again. Okay. Probably stream for another 10 minutes and then I'll come off. No. Another janitor in. Busy day tomorrow. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow, so back to work tomorrow. So pain in the ass, that message. Not accessible from the entrance now, but problem is, unless I destroy all this, I can't really see where else I can put one. Unless I put a toilet block there. There's not really anywhere suitable down here for one. Shame you can't have a log flume. Yeah, it's a shame that, to be fair. The only thing I could do is put a toilet in there. Let's try and see if I can... One in there. Same here. You, yeah, you'll be back in the building stocking up in Primark. Yeah, the only thing I could do is put one there, but I don't know whether people will actually use it or not. I guess the only thing I could do is try. See if people use it. Good news today about being allowed to reopen. Yeah. Progress anyway. The rules from the 12th of April. Certainly makes for interesting reading, put it that way. So. Insanity is no longer regarded as new. They're not going to pay a premium to ride on it. I imagine they'll still pay $5.50, I'd imagine. How many mechanics have we got in the park anyway? Because I've not had a single breakdown yet. I don't think we've got that many, so I'm going to add a couple more in. What I will do is I'll request a ride to have a inspection. Oh, it's every 30 minutes apparently. Okay. Let's add one. Shop Chief Beef 1 has been empty for a while. Right. Looks like one of my vendors has decided to give up the ghost. Right, okay. Let's employ one. Well, in what way interesting reading? Well, it's interesting that they're still not allowing international travel. That's what I mean by that. Increase the pay. Even Park. Why they decided to leave, I don't know. But presume that means they don't want to do the job anymore. Looks like they don't either, so let's give them some training before they do decide to leave. Maybe from May though. Yeah, they're still unsure about that at the moment. To be honest, I don't think it'll happen personally. Oops. Don't want to be paid on $2 a month. What the heck? Keep an eye on them to try and boost their skills up because they're in the dumps. Give them all a pay rise as well, just to try and keep them a bit happier. Staff jumping ship, lol. Yeah, it looks that way. I don't know why. Okay, that's all we staff been given pay rises and a bit of extra training, so. Torch brackets, that's interesting. That's good to know because you can add lights on these as well. Right. Not in keeping with that, so I'm just going to add them to a couple of other buildings. About level. Doesn't your park ever close, lol? No. Basically, all it'll do is it'll just keep cycling through the date, and then I think it will close, well, for like the winter months, I think, maybe. I haven't actually kept the eye on the date and time, just been literally developing the park. I know that you can set it in sandbox mode to open all year round if you really wanted to. You can actually have a proper play with certain things and change things about and what have you. It's about level, just about. Multiple staff members have a low workload. Why are they complaining about that? I wouldn't. Rubbish on the floor there. We'll find a janitor. One nearby. I'll add another couple of bins in. Hopefully. There as well. Tell you what, I bet all these janitors are all just stood in one place chatting, not actually doing their cleaning. Let them walk round, they should find it eventually. Okay, well, I think I'm going to bring tonight's stream to a close here. Anyone who hasn't seen any of my content before, if you do want to see more, why not consider subscribing to the channel? And if you do, make sure you turn on that notification bell as well, so you know when I go live with any future video uploads and live streams. If you enjoyed this live stream, make sure you hit that like button. Down below, you'll also find links to my social media pages and my Discord channel. If you do want to follow me on any of those, feel free to do so. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll be